Y'all want to try to turn this into these? Well, stick around. Let's make some more together. Hey, everybody, it's Carrie the Paper Monkey. Yeah, I had a request from sweet, lovely Amy. And I'm going to link her channel. She has a channel now, and she is a Louisiana girly. I met her last year. She was doing a marathon in my area, and she reached out and wanted to meet, and I said yes, and I'm so glad that I did. Anywho, she asked if I would make some Christmas clusters. And I was like, sure, why not? And this is what it starts out by. This is how it looks when there's no method. That's why I love this process so much. Y'all, can you imagine all of this? And this is not a brag, so please don't take it like that, but I can turn this into this. Me. Okay, so if I can do it, anybody, I keep telling y'all that. Listen, look how sweet these are. I don't know, there's no rhyme or reason to it. And there's really, as far as a teaching method, I haven't found it yet. I have not found it yet, other than this is one of the most relaxing creations I've ever done. And maybe that's why it shows, I don't know. But it is just a lot of fun because there's truly very little thought to it. Look at this scrap. Now, if y'all don't know, this is like a Swiss dot. Look at this. And if y'all don't know about Swiss dot or dotted Swiss, see, I don't even know what the heck it's called. I don't know the right term for it. That's how little I know about fabric, but I know I'm in love with it. Meg at Chasing Retro, if you see this video, yes, it is a Christmas plaid dotted Swiss. Thrift store. Just happened upon it. It was not much bigger than this. I promise you, it was just not a scrap much bigger than this, but I had to have that for sure. So like I said, sometimes I'll take and I'll tear the material. This was actually a napkin. Watch, it was a little placemat type napkin. This was the border to it, and I ripped off the border, but look how fancy that little edge is. So I'm gonna save that for something. May save it for one of these. Who knows? But sometimes I like the little shredded edge, kind of look to things. I don't measure anything. I don't, and look, I moved Samuel L. Jackson over here so we could sew together. Samuel L. Jackson, for anybody who's new here, thank you for stopping in if you're new. But Samuel L. Jackson is the name of my sewing machine. And I basically named him Samuel L. Jackson because, number one, he's a brother sewing machine, so he's my brother from another mother. And he makes me curse a lot. Yes, he does. He can get a little testy and uncooperative at times, but for the most part, he is my friend, and I love to work with Samuel L. Jackson. On here, since I cut, and you really can't see it, but I did cut I always call these crimping. They're not. What are these called? See, I don't even know. Oh, y'all, I'm so crazy. Turn the camera on, lose my words. They go out the window completely. So I'm just going to cut a little. Doesn't take much, y'all. It does not take much. So I've got that one. Let's put these to the side as we're... Look at this vintage. This is a vintage that, again, found at the thrift store. I sure did. I'll cut that little edge to that. We won't make those that big. Let's see. Make us a little stack. How about that? Let's start a little stack. I hope everybody's doing well. Not sure when I'm going to post this, but I do hope that your holiday was a good one. Mine was. Mine really was. It was quiet and it was good. And planning. I am planning. I'm doing a little bit of traveling Thanksgiving weekend to go see my daughter Leslie. She is up in northern Louisiana. She's still in Louisiana, but if you don't know, North Louisiana and South Louisiana are two very different Louisianas. Very good people up there. I love going to North Louisiana. The folks up there are outstanding. Good people. Love the people of North Louisiana. But it's just, it's not Acadiana where I live. Listen, I will stand 10 toes down on Acadiana being the best place to live in America today. And I hope, listen, no shame, no slight against any other town in America. I hope that wherever you live, it's just as wonderful for you. But where I live, I love where I live. I love the people here and I love the culture here in southern Louisiana. There's nothing quite like it, and you can't explain it. I've seen some authors come pretty close, but there's a significance to it that it's hard to describe, really is. This is, again, from another cotton napkin I found at the Goodwill. Really and truly found it at the Goodwill. I think I found 2 of them, actually. And, yeah, just picked it up. Just threw it in my fabric stash. I know my channel's called The Paper Monkey, but go figure. I fell in love with fabric, too. I have this incredible collection. And so many of my crafty friends have sent me some beautiful pieces of fabric. I'm telling you, I've got fabric projects in my head like every other project for days. I just got this fabric, just this quilted piece, and I have a couple of these, like, let me pull one of them here, where you can see it's just I just took it, and I know it shows the batting and all that, but I just thought it was interesting. So how about we cut a couple of these too, just for funsies. Let's see we'll just cut a couple. But I thought that they were fun to work with. Okay, we'll do that. I love to work with denim. I'll tell you that. I do love to work with denim. I don't know why. It's the dark color, the light color, the printed denims. I have one pair of little girl jeans that I found a long time ago now. But I did find a pair of little girl denim jeans that had a flower print to it. And so I picked those up and cut them up. And yeah, all thrifted. Every bit of it thrifted. Oh, look, here's some more of that. Let's try this. That dotted Swiss ain't going to waste in this house, let me tell you. Go ahead and leave that like that. Now here, this one, did you see how on these, that's the back of, and it'll continue to fray. And I love the little sparkle of it. I found this big piece just last week in a little thrift store that I was at, and I was like, give me that, please. Look at the edge already. Has a fray that's been sewn. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, we'll do that. Some of these I didn't mean to. I wanted to do this. Got a little bit of a sniffle today. I'm not quite sure why. I usually don't have allergies or anything like that. Not typically. Thank goodness. I got 99 problems, and that's typically not one of them. We'll leave this one big. Okay. See, this desk gets a mess when I do this, but it is... And I thought we could use... Well, I'll wind up using that some kind of way. I have this canvasy, it's almost, I guess it's like what you would call duck cloth. I have had this, I've found a ton of it, again, early on when I started junk journaling, and what possessed me to pick it up, because I really, like I said, it was early on, I didn't realize how invaluable it would be to me in bookmaking and different things like that, but I'm glad that I have it now. I use it quite a bit, so we'll just, in case we need just a clear base. And then I have this green, but it may be too bright. I had put, as you can see, I'd put some of that on it, but I knew I could reuse it. I have this. Thought it was a little trim if we wanted to use a trim. We don't have to. Have these little pieces, and then I have some of that velvet ribbon and this. So let me show you what I do. You said y'all are gonna be like, that's it, that's how you do it. I just really try to keep it simple. Let's look at a base of this. Let's do a simple one. Yeah. I want the little dotty dots to be out here. I wonder if we could, yeah, let's do, oh yeah. Wish I had a bigger piece. Let me see. Yes, a bigger piece to show. And I could keep layering, and you can keep layering if you want, you know? You don't have to stop there. You could cover this up if you wanted like this. I don't think I want to do that. Let's see. Remember that trim that I told you this was a napkin? This is the edge that I cut off of it. How about we do that? Let's try it. I want as much of this to show as possible. Don't want to put anything else. Huh. Or is this one better? Let's see. No. I like this one. I like the contrast of the white. Okay. Now, we could, if we wanted to, use like a defined stitch on this, but I think I'm just going to do a straight stitch because it has a pattern on that edge. I don't want to take away from the pattern that's already there. But there were a couple of them. If I could pick them out, I'll show you what I'm talking about. And I'm not going to make you watch through every time I sew, but you get the idea. Just simple. Like, I'll show you. This one right here is one of my favorite ones, and look how simple. Look how simple that is. Yeah, but you can build on them. See, that's just a little plain stitch. But there was one. Hold on a minute. I think it was on the green. Here it is. Look at this one. See how I took and I made that decorative embroidered type stitch on there? I love that. I mean, you know, just go to town. Don't even think about it, you know? Seriously, don't even think about it. Just do it. Okay, we'll do this. And oh, look, let's do this. Now, on this, since we've got a red base here, yeah, I'm gonna do one of those decorative stitches. Let me pick one out real quick. Let's see if it'll cooperate. All right, Samuel, do your thing for us. Oh, see, he gets ornery. See how he did? But that's okay. You get the idea, though. You can do, I mean, isn't that precious? And I just sit here and make them like, because it's mindless creativity that came into my life, and I can't get enough of it. I'm dead serious when I tell you, I cannot get enough of this commotion. Seriously. Let's see. Wonder if I could do this a little bigger. Ooh. I'm pulling some from my stash over here. Sorry, I didn't show you that stack. It was a little more, it wasn't as vintagey looking. And if you don't know, I love polka dots. So there's that. Let me pull this so we can see all of that. How about that? I'll set these to the side and I'll sew them at a different time. Okay, let's see here. Let's make a bigger one. See, and I don't measure the size of them. I just have a stack. Like let me tell you something. I have more fabric clusters than I will ever use. I send them in Happy Mail all the time. 3 inches long, that piece, and it's 1.5 wide. And then this one is 2.5 by almost 3. I mean, 2 3/4, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I'm serious when I tell y'all. And why I really don't do a lot of fabric flips even. I don't know why. I have done them, and I have a little stash of them. But it's just kind of not my thing. I'm not sure where to go with this. Let's see. Let's try this. I think we're going to do something like this. And then what I'll do is here. And I don't trim I really don't trim a whole lot whenever I do this, no. And then we can put the little reindeer like that. And then I can sew it. And see, they need to be ironed, and I don't even do that, really. So don't do that. Oh, I'm a terrible teacher. I don't know. Hopefully this is of value, but this is kind of dark. Now I wish I had a lighter denim, but it's going to be okay. We're going to make it work. We are going to make it work. I mean, look how fabulous that is just in and of itself. How about like this? Or how about this one? Yeah, let's do this one. We'll do that one. Y'all see how quick they go? It's just amazing to me at how fast this actually goes. Look. Seriously. Seriously. Let me do this. See? I'm going to do one more. And we're going to stitch them up. Let's see. We'll do this one. Let me cut that. Okay, we have this and this. Oh, I wonder if this, let's see. That's big. That's all right. I got a different size. Oh, how about this one? See, this is the edge of that napkin, which is this napkin. Let's do it. That's good to me. And I'll go and clean them up. Okay, I'm going to put y'all on fast forward while I do this real quick. Okay, Take a look. And I'll trim off, I mean, you know, I'll trim off some of this. Some of this is, I don't mind the fray, you know. Just depends on where I'm putting it, you know, or if I just am in the mood to. Usually, though, I will say this. Usually, I will trim off all the excess thread that comes out of the machine. I may not trim off any of the fray from the fabric itself, but I will. I'll trim off most of the fray. Most of the thread. Yeah. Now, I also have, this was another napkin, and I love the color of it and the flowers and stuff. And I was trying to figure out how I could use this even in, I don't know, let's just cut it and see. How about we do that? How about we try that? Ooh, that's pretty. See? Simple, pretty. Pretty, simple. And again with this is so pretty. I feel like that covers it a lot. And this would too. Let me just make it. Oh, hold on. Oh, we could do that. Because that color brings out that. Isn't that nice? Let's try that. Oh, now I kind of like those. Oh, yeah, I do. And the beauty of this duck cloth is it frays really beautifully. It really does. Like once you can grab one of these, look at that. See how that does? I love, and I'm calling it duck cloth, so I think that's what it is. It may not be for all I know, but I love the fray on that type of fabric. Yeah. I might have to make a few of those, huh? Let's try. Let's make a couple more. Y'all have a minute? Let's try it. Which one did I put? I put both of them, I think, didn't I? Oh, look at that. Look at that tree. Oh, can I get that in there? Let me see if I can get this in here. I think I can. Oh, I think I can. Yeah. I like that. I'm just going to leave it like that. Let's see. I love that. I do. Yeah. So, I mean, you get the idea, right? I just let your heart speak to you when it comes to stuff like this. That's what I say. Really and truly, I have never found or identified a formula, seriously, that I would say, oh, this is how this is done. No, not really. Let's see this. Oh, look how pretty. That's pretty. Let me trim some of this off real quick. I don't mind that. How about that? Is it too red? I think that's too red. know. Let's try this. I like it. I want to have something, just not quite sure. Let's do this. How about that? I like that. One more stitch and then I'm going to let you go. And again, just use that decorative stitch on that. Made it just pop a little bit. Take off this and this. There you go. Amy, my friend, thank you so much for requesting this. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to finish off as much of this stack as I can. But as you can see here, I mean, you take such little fabric to make... And virtually no time at all. No time at all. If you've ever been hesitant to make fabric clusters, don't. Just sit down and start playing. There is no wrong way to do it. There's no wrong material. There's no wrong size. Just go have a play, y'all. I promise you, you won't regret it. Look how simple that is. You won't regret it. They're just a lot of fun to do, I think. Anyway, again, I hope that your holiday was wonderful. I hope that it was spent with you being surrounded by everything and everyone that you loved. And remember what I always say, guys. I do hope that whatever it is you get to do today or in the next few days, it is at least as much fun as I had making these Christmas fabric clusters for you all. Thanks again, guys, and we'll chat soon. Bye.